You're watching K10 News with anchors Callie Schulte, Logan Piper, and our team of professional reporters here to bring your Iowa news now. This is K10.
Good morning, I'm Callie Schulte.
And I'm Logan Piper. Welcome to K10 News.
Enlightening news for teens. Logan has today's top story.
Thank you, Callie. In Iowa, a special commission is trying to solve one of Iowa's biggest challenges, keeping young people in Iowa. One reason many young people leave Iowa is for a better salary. The committee hopes to find a way to help young people with student debt. Some proposals include creating a higher education tax credit. Other ideas include establishing a full tuition merit-based scholarship program and effectively marketing the state. Another legislator concern is whether or not to replace the Fort Madison Penitentiary. Some lawmakers contend that other cities may be better locations, while Fort Madison fears losing yet another major employer. Are you distracted when driving down the road? Well, Iowa officials have pinpointed driver distractions as a leading cause in traffic deaths. In 2007, there were 426 traffic-related deaths. In 2004, these numbers were extremely lower. The increased interest in technological devices has caused the number of deaths to increase. However, technology has saved one teen's life. Callie?
In South Carolina, a teenage girl who had been missing for 10 days escaped the clutches of a sex offender by using a text message. She was held captive in a 15-foot bunker. While police searched the woods with dogs and all-terrain vehicles, the girl could hear everyone walking over her. When the kidnapper fell asleep, she was able to page her mother. Police used his cell phone towers to trace his signal. The teen's father said he was happy his wife knew how to check text messages because he was clueless about this technology. Vincent Fillier was arrested. Police say he's been on the run for months. And the new year means a new beginning for one Oklahoma teen. Last year, doctors told him he would never play basketball again. However, Chance Cavan proved them wrong. After a car accident almost wrecked Cavan's future, he was in the hospital for 2 months and had 3 surgeries. While the road to recovery was tough, Cavan remained determined to rebound. Now he is the leading scorer for the Peru Rockets. Here's a question you might not have heard. Would you like fries with that latte? Well, you may be hearing it soon. Starbucks is now facing competition from an unlikely source, McDonald's. Starbucks is hurting. They recently swapped CEOs and their stock prices are sagging. McDonald's, known for having things cheap and fast, is not something coffee drinkers associate with their favorite drink. Which leads us to today's poll. Will you stay with your favorite coffee house, or would you switch to McDonald's? And the results from yesterday's poll, we asked how many of you had been bullied. 90% say you had been bullied, while 10% say they were not.
Speaking of bullying, the Boy Scouts of America now need to know how to handle a bully. Shaken down for your lunch money? Tell the bully how it hurts. Call the pizza face? Say, so what's it to you? Yes, this is how you should respond to a bully according to the Boy Scouts of America. After a 97-year history, the Boy Scouts now need to show they have learned the Scout-approved way to handling a bully. The Scouts say the move isn't in response to increased bullying in their ranks. But some critics are already picking on the organization for its new curriculum because the new 472-page Boy Scout handbook devotes only half of a page to bullies. And online thieves continue to plague our technological world. Hackers have caught corporations off guard and have infected corporate websites. Recently, the Bank of India was attacked, forcing them to take down their website. Many of these attacks occur because of phishing, which takes advantage of human ignorance. Matt Dunlap, our computer expert, has more.
Recently, phishing, which is an attempt to steal someone's personal information, credit card numbers, social security numbers, has been very common. What they will do is send a fake security email to a random user, which will say that one of your accounts, such as a bank account, has been hacked and that you need to send an email to them immediately. Most users fall for this and become victims of phishing because they will automatically respond to it, fearing that they need to do so quickly. If you receive an email saying that your bank account has been hacked, do not respond to it. Your bank will call you to have you come in and talk to them. Other common websites that are victims of phishing include eBay, Amazon, and PayPal. If you follow these simple rules, you won't end up being the fish on the end of the hook. This is Matt Dunlap for K10 News. Thank you.
President Bush's peacemaking mission in the Middle East has begun on an ominous note. Bush warned Iran of serious consequences if it sabotages U.S. warships again in the Persian Gulf. Bush told Israel to dismantle settlement outposts and to halt rocket attacks. This is Bush's first visit as president to Israel. He acknowledged widespread doubts about whether he can break through decades of distrust to achieve any major peace agreement. Believe it or not, researchers have discovered a giant rat and a tiny possum that are apparently new to science. In a remote jungle in Indonesia, a team of American and Indonesian scientists discovered the animals. The giant rat is about 5 times the size of the typical city rat, and the possum is one of the world's smallest marsupials. Unearthing new species of mammals in the 21st century is considered very rare. The animals were found in the Foha Mountains in the rainforest in eastern Papua. Papua has some of the world's largest tracts of rainforest. Conservation International has dubbed this area as a lost world because humans rarely visit it and scientists have unearthed scores of new species. That is amazing.
Talking about amazing, good news for car buyers in India. Tata Motors has released the world's cheapest car. At $2,500, Tata's Nano has no radio or power steering and only one windshield wiper. Its top speed is around 60 miles per hour, but it gets 50 miles to the gallon. The company's chairman, Ratan Tata, introduced the new car at India's main auto show. He had long since promised a $2,500 people's car for India, a country of some 1.1 billion, and where only 7 of every 1,000 people own a car. Wow, I wouldn't mind spending $2,500 on a car.
Yeah, that's true, but one windshield wiper and no power steering, it seems a little dangerous. I'm not sure. Well, coming up after the break, news, weather, sports, and today's special feature.
Girl, to be with you is my favorite thing. And I can't wait till I see you again. I wanna put on my boogie shoes. I wanna put on my boogie shoes.
It's Boogalicious, baby. Yeah.
I wanna do tell the sun.
Have you ever wanted to travel overseas? Becoming a foreign exchange student is one way to travel. Natalie O'Shea, our special reporter, has more.
Some of our viewers might be wondering how they can get out and see the world. One way is to become a foreign exchange student. I'm here with Sue Kim from Korea. So Sue, where are you from in Korea?
I'm from Seoul.
Seoul in South Korea then?
Yes.
Okay. Could you explain to our viewers your outfit?
It's Korean traditional clothes. So, long time ago, people in Korea wore this every day.
But nowadays you don't wear that every day.
No, nowadays we wear in big holidays like Thanksgiving and New Year.
So what made you decide to become a foreign exchange student?
My sister was foreign exchange student last year in Indiana, and she had a good time there, meeting people and learning different things. So I wanted to experience too.
Has your English improved a lot since you first came here?
Yes, people say that, but I think I need to study more.
Could you explain the difference in school system between the U.S. and Korea?
Yeah, school in Korea, they make us study more lots of time. The school starts at 8:50 and end at 8 or 9.
At night?
Yes.
Wow, that is a very long time to be in school.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
It was nice talking to you, and back to you in the studio.
Jessica Simpson has decided to record a country album. She is now in the early stages of recording. Simpson says she has always wanted to do this, but was just waiting for the right time. Are you looking for some real entertainment? Dakota Whitaker has more on the local music scene.
Hey, I'm Dakota Whitaker, and I'm down here at the mall getting ready to see some great local talent. And tonight's featured band is a great group of guys known as the Handbook of the Recently Deceased. $3 will get you in the door to hear all the bands, and there's plenty of refreshments. For K10 News, this is Dakota, back to you at the studio.
Well, what's going on with the weather this week? Now to Emily in the K10 Weather Lab.
Here in Iowa, we've all been enjoying the mild winter weather we've been experiencing. Close to home in the southeast, near Keokuk and Burlington, it's been a nice 36 degrees, while in the northwest, near Okoboji, it's a tad bit cooler, around 33. Fortunately enough, we've had no major storms, but let's take a look at across the nation. Here you can see a very heavy storm has approached the western coast of the United States. All the way from California to Colorado have been getting a mixture of rain and snow. Some areas already have as much as 5 inches on the ground. Luckily, Washington was able to escape this. As you can see, no precipitation up there, just some very gusty winds. Now, if you think you're clear of this, time to think again. By Wednesday, this storm hopes to be hitting the Midwest areas. Iowa could be receiving as much as 8 to 10 inches in its southern parts. Let's take a look at the 5-day forecast for a closer venture. Here you can see temperatures beginning to cool off from Monday to Tuesday. Wednesday, there's that storm we were talking about. Be watching our station for school cancellations for both Wednesday and Thursday, because snow will continue through both days. We'll keep you posted on the latest. Now, if you're one of the more wealthy and can afford a little vacation, I highly suggest taking a trip out to the Florida Panhandle. Temperatures are a little cooler than usual, but it would feel like spring to us. Unfortunately, if you're like the rest of us, though, better stay by that fireplace and stay bundled up. It's going to be a very white Wednesday. Back to you.
A snow day, that would be great.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't interfere with our basketball game. Derek, what's on the sports scene?
Tip top of the evening to you, sports fans. Welcome to your weekend sports final. The top story of the night in sports is how the Manning brothers have changed positions. Eli Manning and his Giants defeated Tony Romo and the Cowboys 21-17 at Texas Stadium. His connection to our Monty tumor was electric and allowed him to win where his brother fell short. Peyton Manning played an awesome game for the Colts, but his receivers just couldn't make the catches when they counted. The Chargers were playing without LaDainian Tomlinson, which gave me my doubts if they could get the job done, but the Chargers beat the Colts 28-24 in regulation. Congratulations to A.J. Troy. He has won the Sony Open, and his 2008 PGA season looks promising after defeating Tiger Woods and the leading others. In the NBA, it is reported that Shaq is now practicing after an 8-game hiatus. The Miami Heat is anticipating his return to the floor, hopefully soon. And believe it or not, the Hawkeyes defeated number 6 Michigan State 43-36 over the weekend. It wasn't pretty, but they pulled off the win in a very low-scoring game, with only 9 points being scored in the first 13 minutes of the second half. Shots wouldn't go in for either side. But a win is a win for the Hawkeyes. In closing, it is reported over the weekend that Dick Vitale will make a full recovery and will return to analyzing college basketball. His vocal cord surgery to treat ulcers in December was successful, and he has been cleared for broadcast. Best of luck and congratulations to all the weekend's victors. That's all for your weekend sports final. Back to the news desk.
Thanks, Derek. I know I can't wait to see Shaq back on the court.
That's all for now. Tune in at noon and 5 to hear updates on these stories and more.